Close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Begin this guided visualization to the source of your anxieties by allowing your heart rate to slow down. To do this, breathe in deeply to the count of 4, through your nose all the way down to your diaphragm, and hold this breath to the count of 7. Allow yourself to feel your anxieties build up in your solar plexus. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth to the count of 8, releasing any tension in your body as you do. Continue this a few times while you allow your thoughts to slow down. That's in through your nose to the count of 4, hold to the count of 7, and out through your mouth to the count of 8. If you find that your mind is drifting, it's perfectly all right. Just let your thoughts be whatever they are and drift away from you. Imagine you are lying on a lush carpet of exotic design. It is perfectly comfortable and cradles you in its softness. It curls up slightly beneath you, lifting your body, pulling the tension from your muscles, and then begins floating upward, lifting you as it does. A white mist is forming directly over you, a kind of portal to another place of mind. Allow your breathing to return to its normal pattern as you drift away on this carpet that floats you up into the pure misty air. You float into the white, surrounded by it, and gradually it begins to darken. You are carried comfortably on your carpet until you seem to settle somewhere and feel a soft rocking beneath you. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you find that you are floating on a starlit lake surrounded by the jagged peaks of mountains, some of them ringed by the white mist high up in the distance. A thinner layer of mist builds up on the surface of the still lake upon which you drift. You see that you are floating amongst lotus petals that shine a reflective white in the starry night. Drift as one of them on your carpet, content to relax completely in the vistas of the dreamy darkness. If thoughts intrude in your mind here, simply allow them to dissipate like the thin layer of mist on the surface of the starlit lake. Allow your mind to unwind here, letting anything you think about simply disappear up toward the endless stars. Here in the still lake at the heart of the mountains of glittering granite, you are safe to relax completely. When you are completely relaxed, you feel the carpet rise up on wings of sparkling mist to carry you up over the lake toward the swirling of the cosmos above. You rise higher and higher past a layer of cloud that kisses you with its coldness, but the rug you are lying on seems to dissolve away the cold, and you feel nothing but pleasant as you rise above its layer. Up above the misty clouds, you see something you had not noticed before. A rounded dome is carved into the side of the rock on one of the mountains, and inside of it, a single fire is lit, burning as a beacon in the night. Your carpet carries you toward it, eventually bringing you inside the rounded dome, and you see that it is a small temple. Candlelight glows on all the walls, from candelabras, and soft cushions pad the floor. They carry similar designs to your carpet, as though it always belonged in this place. The hearth continues crackling at the center of the dome, and your rug settles beside it atop some cushions in a position that is perfectly comfortable, not too warm and not too cold. You stay and watch the long shadows cast on the rounded walls by the glowing of the fire. As you do, you see that the shadows seem to dance, spinning and wheeling in a dizzying array of visions that begin to take the shape of your fears and anxieties. Figures seem to rise from the shadows cast by the smoke, writhing and twisting with wispy arms outstretched. You feel the prickling on your spine of their presence. They are, in some sense, dangerous, but they are also a part of you, the darkness of the fantasies you carry within. Growing and shrinking in size, they spin so fast you can't see past their illusion. In the shadow room, what's real and fantasy seem to fade in and out like the beginnings of a dream. Open your mind to what they have to show you, but know that these fears are no more real than anything else in the world of dreams. Prepare to summon your shadows here. The shadows of your anxieties appear, and they pirouette like stringless marionettes along the walls of the temple. See them for what they are. When these shadows loom too large in daily life, they can wrap you in a net of their illusory story, seeming to promise in dark whispers that nothing will change, nothing will brighten, only the darkness will grow denser and denser until there is no way out. But looked at in the dome of dreams where these shadows can come to reside, you see they are merely interplays of many spectacular possibilities, some as devastating as they are imaginary. These shadows exist merely to highlight the possible outcomes of life that the recesses of your mind want you to be prepared for, but they are by no means written in stone or even settled in the smoke. Let your own shadows take whatever monstrous shapes they wish to. Let them play out on the insides of your mind in the domed temple of dream, the exact scenarios you most fear. Whatever it is that you are afraid of, let it be made visible on the walls in as vivid and terrifying a display as you can bear. Allow the very thing you run away from, perhaps busying yourself during the day to avoid, or lying awake worrying about at night, to appear. no distractions and nothing to block the flow of these fears, allow them to come to you and be whatever they are in all their terrible forms. Yet notice as you do that nothing has changed. They are just shadows. However uncomfortable their display makes you, they cannot leave the walls of fantasy and walk in reality. Should one of them come true in waking life, understand that it would not take on the nightmarish presence of these ghosts, but would instead be a real obstacle that could be worked around or dealt with in a practical manner. Should that happen, you will be more than prepared to handle it. All shadows exist in the presence of a light. The light that casts these sinister shadows is the intense burning of your own desires. If a shadow dances now along the walls of the dome, it is because a desire fuels it from within you. Consider now your desires, the things you really want in life. What is it that you want but believe you cannot have? There is the source of the malicious character your shadows can seem to take on. Yet instead of fear, attempt to celebrate what it is to have wants, to have ambitions, to have passionate dreams, to have desires as hot as the flames of the hearth fire, as all human beings do. Sit here with the shadows of your anxieties and your fears, even your panics, but in giving them this space, take away their power to control you. We all have our fears, but they do not have to have us. Our fears are merely the dark spots where the light of your heart's desire can't manifest in reality. In life, there are things we cannot control. Learning to accept the beauty in the process of constant change that is natural to the world will help you see the richness of your life, of your connections to others, and of the universe as a whole. Sit with the process of constant change that is in you and all around you at all times, and accept every part of it now. If there is an anxiety playing out that is within your control to change, focus on it now. Imagine yourself completing this task or solving this problem with total confidence in your abilities. Step now in front of the fire to see the shadow of your own body, elongated and strong. Lay your hands upon the beast of this burden, silencing it with the softest touch. Perhaps it is merely a matter of your own attitude that can achieve this, or perhaps you will have to conjure the shadows of loved ones or guides to help you. We all have areas of weakness in our lives where we've made some mistake that must be rectified. Realize that these shadows of our own making, taking the haunting shapes of our mistakes, are every bit as human as anything else. Often they are woven together so densely in the net of our circumstances that we cannot tell whether they were of our own making or something that merely happened to us, a stroke of bad luck. However, trying to discern this is often a waste of valuable mental energy, as this is often unknowable and irrelevant. Focus on the challenge ahead and what you will have to do to solve the problem. If there are people in your life who tell you that you don't have the capabilities to solve the problems on your own, or people who use shame to make you feel as though you have these problems or these anxieties as a just punishment for something you have done, allow their words to take the shape of new shadows on the walls. Their beliefs about you and your character are mere ideas too. It is within your power to change. People are always changing in ways great and small. It is an inevitability. It is not up to you whether to change, but how to change. Anxieties often arise as a result of putting too much trust in one's negative predictions of outcomes. It feels more secure to believe only the most drastic possibilities for the future, because it provides us with a false sense of control. But this is more a product of distorted thinking than it is reality in most cases. Watching the dimming shadows dancing on the walls now, the most important thing to realize is that they deserve their place to exist like any other part of you, but there is no reason to carry them with you when they no longer serve you. Let them remain here in the dome of dreams, and come to visit them when you find that they are overwhelming you, but know that staying immersed in them throughout the day won't help. Sit or lie now in the temple with your shadows, allowing yourself to grow comfortable on your carpet. The sun will soon rise, and all the shadows will be lost in its eternal golden glow. The sun always rises to saturate the shadows in burning gold, a reminder that compared to the flame of our personal desires, the mysterious and vast universe pulses to a fire of its own, far larger and more full of heat and intensity than we can even imagine. As a line of sunlight rises to dole out the shadows on the walls, remember how the natural harmony of its light ends every struggle in a fearful night, no matter what. We don't choose to live in a world where all our life's uncertainties will be revealed, but we do. One way or another, resolution will come. The challenge is to act now to nudge them in the direction of your will. Go forward with the strength of having understood your deepest fears, but the greater wisdom that the challenge is to face them. Remember that the inner workings of your own mind are mysterious and unfathomable, and you hold greater powers within the vast network of your dizzyingly complex consciousness than you know. Let yourself feel how you have the strength to change whatever it is that is within your control to effect, with the confidence that should come from being born a being of brilliant stardust.